We'll go ahead and get started. All right. So again, grab a strap for today's class. We'll use it, do some quad stuff and some hamstring stuff later. I just want to take a moment and thank you for being here today. It is very early here. It's 7 a.m. So I don't typically do a 7 a.m. class. Now, it's crazy because my whole rhythm sort of changed when I moved. So now 7 a.m. feels pretty comfortable. Let's see where it takes us in class today. I have a few things planned. Other than that, I'll just vibe off the energy coming through the phone. And yeah, and if you have any requests and you want to put them in the chat like right now, I will take those. Otherwise, I plan on doing some hips, shoulders, and all the good stuff. Other than that, now that I've given you enough time to grab a strap, start to get comfortable. Find a nice, comfortable seated position. So you can sit up on a blanket like I am. And this helps to prop up your hips and let your knees drop. It allows you to sit up really tall so you can access the body a little bit easier. I find that when we are sort of slouching, the breathway gets clogged. And so when we're able to lengthen, sit up tall, we can breathe a little bit easier. So when you find a position that feels good for you, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Get comfortable in this moment. Get comfortable in the body. Arriving to this sacred place. Sacred place on your yoga mat. Maybe a sacred place inside your house. But definitely taking a moment to arrive to that place within you. This place where everything is in balance, everything is equal, where there isn't too much or too little, where everything just is. And for a moment, focus on your heart space. And for your next few breaths, breathe into your heart space. Finding softness around the heart with each exhalation. Almost like a softening. Notice the effect that this has on the rest of the body as you relax and settle in. And start to shift your focus a little bit lower towards your rib cage and all the organs housed within the rib cage. And for your next few breaths, breathe directly into here. You'll feel a big expansion on the inhalation. and a contraction on the exhalation. And can you isolate it to this one spot? So breathing is such a natural process for us. That when we focus even a small amount on our breathing, we are shifted almost forcefully so into this moment of here and now. And there is no stop or end. It just keeps rolling in like the waves of an ocean or the clouds in the sky. Start to shift your awareness into your abdomen, maybe around the belly button. Breathing deep into this space. And you can even say on the inhale, I am breathing into my belly. And I am breathing out from my belly. Paying attention to the after effects of the deep breathing. The mind starts to settle. The shoulders, the jaw, it relaxes. The body, the external and the internal body start to feel a sense of security and a sense of safety. I am breathing in, and I am breathing out. On your next natural inhale, take your breath in and bring it all the way through your heart, your rib cage, and then your belly. Filling each up like an individual chamber inside your physical body. And then as you exhale, feel everything soften, contract, and let go. Together we take in full breath all the way down towards the pelvis. And the exhale, we pull up and breathe out. Inhale, draw down. And exhale, bring up. When you're ready, yogis, invite both hands to heart center. Maintaining this 3-part breath. And ask yourself what you need of yoga this morning, what you need from the practice today. And with that in your mind together, we find an inhale breath through the nose. And an exhale through the mouth out. And when you're ready, blinking open the eyes. Thank you again for being here. Let's go ahead and remove your bolster or your blanket and start in a neutral tabletop. So bringing the shoulders over the wrists and the hips above the knees. And you can start with a gentle sway side to side. Wiggling the hips, awakening the body. Good. And then open your knees wide, bring your big toes together to kiss, sink your hips back into a child's pose. Extend the arms forward, bring the forehead down to the mat, and take a moment and stretch out your spine. So really walk your fingertips as far forward as you can as you lengthen your hips back. The forehead touches the ground, and you can start to move your head from side to side. Good. Take a full inhale here. Breathe into the back of the heart space. And then as you exhale, walk your hands over to the right side of the mat, keeping the arms nice and long. And you can place your left hand over your right to really get a deep stretch on the left side of the body. Release your head back to the earth. Relax your shoulders down. See if you can draw your left hip crease back as you do this, and breathe deep. When you're ready, inhale, walk your hands back to center, and exhale to the left side of the mat. And if you did so before, you can place your right hand over left. And feel the lengthening from your right pinky finger down to the hip crease of your right side. So drawing the right hip crease back, softening the shoulder down, breathing deep. Shoulder, face, jawline relaxing. And as you inhale, walk your hands back to center. Pause here. And then inhale, lift your hips up. Neutral tabletop. And on your exhale, round your spine. Tuck your chin in, cat pose. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the belly button in and up towards the spine. And start to move your head from side to side. Up and down. Just releasing the cervical spine here. Getting a little bit of blood flow into the head. On your next natural inhale, pause, let the belly drop, lift the tailbone, gaze up, cow pose. And then we can look left and right here. Left shoulder, right shoulder. One more time each side. Good, come on back to neutral. So flattening out the spine. Bring your big toes together to kiss one more time. Take it back to a child's pose last time today. Maybe last time today, I'm not sure. Take your right arm through as if you're in thread the needle. And then you gotta open your legs nice, open the knees wide here. And then extend that right arm through. Let the left arm extend forward. And you can do a couple things with the forehead. So you can sit here and hover above the mat. This is fine. Or you can start to let the forehead drop down. You can even gaze to an opposite side here. Maybe gaze left or gaze right, whatever feels best in your body. And just take a few moments to explore. Stretching the back of the arm. Start to pull that arm out and then switch it out with the left side. So left arm comes through, thread the needle. Extend right arm forward, forehead down. You can gaze to the left, that's a little bit more intense, or gaze to the right, a little softer. Go ahead and slide that left arm back out. Inhale, rise up, neutral tabletop. Let's go ahead and curl our toes under, lift the hips up and back, come into your first downward facing dog. And take your time getting into this down dog. So you can pedal out your legs and find your little ritual that we do in our down dogs, right? So maybe it's moving your hips. Maybe it's pedaling the legs. Whatever feels best this morning. And then start to create a little stillness in the body. Spread the fingers. Root firmly into the hands. Feel the hips lift up and back. Small bend in the knees as you tilt your tailbone upward towards the ceiling. See if you can push your heels down. Creating almost like this tug-of-war action inside the body. One is lifting and one is grounding. Move your head left and right, up and down. And then find stillness once again. Walk your hands to the back of the yoga mat. And come into a ragdoll. So maybe a little bit deeper bend in the knees. Grabbing opposite elbows. Playing a gentle sway side to side. And maybe we stay here just a few moments longer than usual. Letting the weight tilt forward towards the balls of the feet. Relaxing everything, letting go here. Draw your elbows back so the biceps come back with the ears. And if you can visualize your face inside of a picture frame, that's sort of what we're going for here. You're going to twist your body to the right, maintaining your biceps with your ears, and then inhale, lift the forearms upward towards the ceiling in a circular motion. And then as you exhale, twisting to the left side, the forearms come down that wall. And then back to center, and we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, rising up. Moving in a circular motion, think like a sunflower. And exhale, releasing down. Inhale, lifting up. Last time. And exhale, bringing it down. Good. Pause here. Switch out the grip of the arms. Start to twist your body to the left, keeping the face in the frame. Inhale, rise up, stretching the side body. Exhale, release down. 2 more times to the left. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, sink down. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Pause. Let your arms go. And slowly start to round your spine up. Stacking head over shoulders last. Woo. And shaking it out. Take a moment and shake. And then pause. Set your feet up hip width distance apart if they're not already. And when you're ready, inhale, bring the arms up and over. Draw the palms together. Lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Tuck the tailbone in first. Start to lean back, lifting your sternum up towards the sky. Can you keep your biceps with the ears as you do this? So keeping the body nice and tight, right? Squeezing the biceps towards the ears. Take an inhale here. And then as we exhale, we're going to forward fold, hinge at our hips, bring it on down. Inhale for a halfway lift, shoulders draw back, flat back. And then as we exhale with flat hands and bent knees, we're gonna walk our hands out to a high plank pose. So take your time. And arriving, shoulders come over wrists, hugging the navel in and up towards the spine, lifting the kneecaps up and pushing back through your heels. Take an inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale. And as we exhale, we lower the body down to the mat. Everything arrives at once. Uncurl your toes, bring the hands behind the back, interlock the fingers. And as you inhale, peel the chest up off of the ground, keeping the gaze down, shoulders away from ears. Legs strong, so pushing the tops of the feet into the mat. Holding here. Take a breath in. And exhale, release on the breath out, bringing one ear to the mat. Good. Taking the gaze forward, bringing your hands to a push-up position just for a moment. Lifting the right leg off of the ground. Flexing the foot and spreading the toes. Spreading all 5 toes. Keep left leg on the ground, but keep it nice and strong. Lift right leg up as high as you can. Holding here. Feel the back of the leg tighten as the muscles engage. Keep your shoulders back and gaze down so the head is lifted slightly off of the mat. Holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly release. Other side, inhale, lift the left leg off the ground. Keep the hip bone planted. Flex the foot and spread all 5 toes, pushing back through the ball of the foot. Head is lifted but gaze is down. Elbows in, firming the back of the leg, holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Bring the hands behind the back once again. Interlock the fingers, this time non-dominant grip. So outside finger comes in, inside finger comes out. And on your next inhale, we lift everything off the mat for locust pose. Keep your gaze down, hands come off the glutes, keeping a small bend or straightening the elbows. All 10 toes are spreading, but the feet are flexed. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Bring your gaze to the opposite side. Release the grip of the hands and take a few breaths. Awesome. Let's plant our hands in a push-up position. Inhale, rise up, high plank pose. And exhale, push your hips back. Downward facing dog. Good. All right. Feeling a little bit more open this morning. So if you want, you can pedal out your legs here, move the hips side to side, anything that feels good. And then create the stillness once again. So spread the fingers, root into the ground. Hips up and back, small bend in the knees. Push, lifting the tailbone upward towards the ceiling. Breath in. Let it go, breath out. Take the gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. And forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, rising up towards standing. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. And exhale, easy back bend. So cactusing the arms, lift the sternum up, a little squeeze of the elbows, backs, hips forward. Inhale, reach the arms up and above the head. And exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale for halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let's step back, high plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple your spine forward, plank pose. Exhale, ripple the spine back, so think like an ocean wave. Inhale, lift the heels, round through the spine, head gazes forward last, and then moving through the opposite, tucking the chin, pushing into the hands, rounding the shoulders, heels come back. Let's take that one more time to plank pose. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, lower body down to mat. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Cobra pose, shoulders back, elbows in. Exhale, release the forehead down. Inhale, lift up, high plank pose. And exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Taking the gaze forward, lift the lunge, right foot forward, bringing left knee down to the ground. And if you have a blanket, you can also set your blanket up. And so right knee is stacked over the ankle to start. Left leg nice and long. Inhale, sweep both arms to the sky. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Finding a little stretch in the back of the leg. In the top of the left leg. Find a tucking of the tailbone, a lengthening of the spine, fingertips to the sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. And take your right forearm on top of right thigh. Left arm comes up and over the head, stretching the side body, gazing up. See if you can draw your left shoulder back. Good. As you exhale, bring left hand down to the earth. Right hand comes inside of right knee, and we're going to heel toe, inside of right foot, and we're going to heel toe right foot outward towards the outside edge of the mat. So just a little bit wider in that lunge, sort of like a lizard lunge here. And we're going to start to bend left leg at the knee. So bend up and release down. Bend up and release down. And then one more time, up and down. We're going to go ahead and reach for our strap. And you don't have to necessarily loop it up using anything. You can just make a loop at the end of it with your hands. We're going to shift the weight into our left hand, bend left leg at the knee, take our little lasso and loop your ankle here. Okay? And then squeeze your heel towards your glute, pulling the heel in towards the glute. So we're twisting back towards our right side, right? So right shoulder's going back, makes it a little bit more accessible. We're gonna hold here, right? A few breaths. If it's too intense, you can always let it go. Excuse me. You can always release the foot back down. Two more breaths here. Last time. Remove the strap from the foot. Bring your right hand back inside of right foot. Good. And then as you inhale, you're going to shift your hips back, straighten your right leg. So a variation of Ardha Hanumasana, right? The foot is outside the hand. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bend into right knee once again, lizard lunge. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, hinge in. Let's do two more, 4 total. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, shift back and pause here. So right leg is slightly on a diagonal, toe or bottom of the foot is going towards the right corner of the mat. Let's walk our hands over to the right side. Outside the right leg, keeping your toes pulling back towards your knee. See if you can dig your heel down into your yoga mat. Utilize the stickiness of this yoga mat to keep your heel isolated in that spot. Stay for one more breath in. And exhale, let it go. Good. As you inhale, we'll walk our hands back towards center. And then bend into right foot. Lizard lunge once again. Curl your left toes under. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. High plank pose. Good. Hold here. Hug the navel in and up towards the spine. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, as slowly as you can, lower the body down to the mat. Take your time. Uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift the chest, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Shoulders drawing back, elbows coming in. Feel the back of the legs, front of the legs working. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise up, high plank pose. And exhale, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. As you're ready, yogis, take your gaze forward. Lunge left foot forward. Bring right knee down to the earth. Set yourself up first. Make sure that left knee is stacked over ankle. Right leg is long. And when you're ready, inhale, bring both arms to the sky. And so there's a subtle tucking of your tailbone here, so you're not pushing the belly out, right? You're lengthening up. Think about the natural curvature of your spine and work with that. You can hinge into the hip as long as it feels good for you. Try not to overdo it here. Keep an element of strength inside the stretch. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, left hand or left forearm on top of left thigh. Right arm comes up and over. Take your gaze up so the right shoulder draws back. And this should illuminate the entire right side of your body. We're stretching into our psoas muscle here. And our psoas muscle doesn't really ever get a break. Psoas is always working to keep our body upright, right? It's what helps us from falling over or like tilting over. So when we stretch it, it's really, really nice for the psoas, yeah? Take another inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the earth. Good. Heel toe your left foot out, bringing left foot to the outside edge of your mat. Take an inhale, and then exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, flatten. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Release down one more time. Grab your strap. Bring it into your left hand. Shift the weight into your right hand. And bend the right leg at the knee. Lasso the ankle or the foot. And then gently pull in. So how deep you go is completely up to you. If the strap is a little bit longer, the foot's going to be a little bit down. Where do you feel the sensation in the leg? Let's stay for 3 more breaths here. After your third exhale, start to release your foot, release the strap. Bring your left hand back inside left foot. As you inhale, shift your weight back. Straightening left leg, Ardha Hanumasana, and your hands can walk back with you. I always like to say to my clients, your hands and your feet aren't glued to the yoga mat, so let them move as your body moves. An exhale will take you forward. You can walk your hands forward. Inhale, shift the weight back, straightening left leg. Exhale, walk it forward. 2 more. Good, last one here. Inhale, shift back. Pause here. Hands are inside left foot. And then we're going to walk our hands to the outside of left leg. So it's a little twist here. Your left toes are pulling back towards your knee and the heel is digging down. As we inhale, we're going to come back through center. Exhale, bend into left knee. Inhale, step back to a high plank. And exhale, lower down halfway for chaturanga. So shifting the weight forward, bending the elbows. Inhale for an upward facing dog or even cobra pose. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So naturally building up this heat inside the body, right? Taking our time. There's no rush. It's Saturday morning. Awesome, yogis. When you're ready, take your gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet forward. Halfway lift, inhale, and forward fold, exhale. Okay, nice and slow, round the spine up to standing. Stack head over shoulders last. Inhale, bring the arms up and over. And exhale, the hands lower down to heart center. Find a breath in. And a breath out. Awesome. Step your feet out about hip width distance apart. And when you're ready, inhale, drop hips, bend knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Let your arms come up, tailbone slightly tucks, belly in. As we exhale, arms swing back, airplane wings. Inhale, rising up to standing, arms come high, biceps with the ears. Exhale, chair pose, airplane wings. Inhale, continue on. Up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute pose. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose with airplane wings. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Couple more, inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, rise up. Exhale, chair pose and hold. Tailbone tucks, arms back. Feel the strength of the back of the arms. Really light the arms up for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back to standing, arms reach high, lean back, open the heart. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Bend your knee as you open your hip. Then on your exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Take your gaze forward, step your right foot forward. Inhale to a warrior 1. Back heel comes down, arms come up and over. Right knee is stacked over the ankle, tailbone's tucking back. Inner arch of your foot is lifting, lowest rib cage knitting in as you lift your hands up. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlock your fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, bend the knee, proud warrior. Exhale, humble warrior. Torso comes inside the knee, crown of the head sinks down as arms come up and over the head. Inhale, push into the foot, lengthen the right leg, arms reach to the sky, so right leg is straight now. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hinge, hinge, hinge. Bring your hands down to frame your right foot, supported pyramid pose, get the hamstring stretch. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Exhale, elbows soften, crown of the head surrenders. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend right knee. Lift the heel of your left foot off the ground so you're coming into that runner's lunge stance. Inhale, sweep right arm to the sky for a twist. And then exhale, come to pinky toe edge of both feet. This is a pretty big hip opener here. Try to keep left hip lifting up, right knee falling out. Bring all 10 toes to face forward. Exhale, step back. Plank pose, shift your weight forward. Inhale, exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Up dog as you inhale, and down dog as you exhale. All right. Inhale, sweep left leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. And pause. So your right knee can always have a little bend in it. That's fine. Pushing the heel down. Feel the hip opening. Hug the navel in and up towards the spine. Ground the shoulders down. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Gaze comes forward. We quietly step left foot forward. Warrior 1, back heel to the earth. Arms sweep to the sky. As you exhale, settle into your Virabhadrasana 1. Hips are squaring towards center. Left knee is stacked over the ankle. Inner arch of the back foot is lifting up. Arms are reaching to the sky. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back, non-dominant grip. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the knee, proud warrior. Stay for the inhale. And as you exhale, hinge at your hips, humble warrior. Torso comes inside left knee, crown of the head sinks down, arms come up and over. And inhale, push into both feet, straighten left leg, arms reach to the sky. And exhale, hinge at the hips, bring it forward, hinge, 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 hands come down to frame the foot. Lengthen the heart forward. Nice long spine. Exhale, elbows soften, surrendering into the posture, supported pyramid. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, bend your left knee, lift your right heel off the ground. Swing your left arm to the sky for a twist. And then start to move to pinky toe edge of both feet. Right hip's gonna wanna collapse down here. Push into your hand and lift the hip up. Keep your navel in and up. On the exhale, left hand comes down, all 10 toes face forward. Inhale, step back to a high plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Start to walk your hands back. Halfway lift, inhale, standing at the back of the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, chair pose, drop hips, bend knees, sweep arms high. Start to shift the weight into your right foot. Inhale, staff pose. Pull left knee in and up towards the chest. Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain or staff. We're going to invite a small bend into right knee. Bring the hands to the heart. Look at the front of the mat, take an inhale. Keep that bend in the back knee, super important. And as we exhale, we're going to take a huge step forward with left foot coming into a lunge. Bring both arms to the sky. Inhale, pull right knee in and up towards the chest, staff pose to the front of the mat. As you exhale, warrior three, keep your arms where they are or lower them down to heart center as you kick back, lean forward. Try to create a capital T with the body, all 5 toes of the right foot facing down to the earth. Bend your left knee, so micro bend in left knee. Step right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, swing the arms high, high crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, warrior two. Bring your right heel down, heel toe left foot to center, and then dive deep into that warrior two. So you might need to widen the stance here. And let's inhale, bring both arms to the sky, straighten left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Good, inhale, both arms to the sky, straighten left leg. Exhale, warrior two. Last time. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel, both hands down. Step back, high plank. Exhale, vinyasa, chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. And keep your hands firm. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Drop hips, bend knees, arms sweep high. Belly button in and up. Tailbone tucks. Shift weight into the left foot. Pull the right knee in and up towards the chest. Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged staff pose. Hug the navel in and up towards the spine. And small bend in left knee, hands lower down to the heart. Shift your drishti to the front of your yoga mat. Lift your right knee up and take a big step forward. Lunge. Left knee still probably a little bit bent. You can push the heel back and then swing the arms high. Inhale to a staff. Pull left knee in and up towards the chest. Cultivate the energy, the prana, the heat within. One more inhale. Exhale to your warrior three. You can either bring the hands to the heart or keep them extended forward as you kick back, lean forward, hips squared. Left leg, so that lifted leg is active, right? If the weight is dead, If the leg is heavy, it's going to be harder to balance here. Invite a bend into right knee. Step left foot to the back of the mat. High crescent lunge as you inhale. And warrior two as you exhale. Bring your back heel down. Heel toe your right foot to center, so heels in line with the arch of the back foot, and then settle into that warrior two. We want our head over shoulders, shoulders over hips. So there might be a little twist of the body as you draw your left shoulder back, and then spin your gaze forward. Inhale, bring the arms to the sky, straighten right leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Settle into warrior two. Make sure right knee is pushing outward towards your pinky toe. Energetically drawing your heel and the arch of the back foot towards each other, towards midline. Inhale for a reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the earth. Take it through a vinyasa, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. A few breaths. Taking your gaze forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Lift your heels up, so come up to the tippy toes. Maybe your knees bend as you do that. That's totally fine. Start to bend the knees even deeper. Sink the hips towards the heels. Keep the heels lifted. Let's get me into like a little ball here. Take a few breaths. Bring the weight towards the back, so towards your heels and towards your bottom. Lower the bottom to the earth. Lift the legs up, boat pose. Hands come to the heart. Excuse me. Hands come to the heart. Bring your left elbow to right knee as you extend left leg forward. Hold. Flex both feet. Keep the twist. Inhale to center, knees to the center. Exhale, other side, right elbow, left knee, right leg extends. Inhale to center, both knees to center. Exhale, go long and wide. So extend the legs forward, hover your shoulder blades above the ground. Inhale to center. Whew. One more time each side. Exhale, twist to your right side, left elbow, right knee, left leg extends. Flex both feet, hold. Inhale to center. Exhale, switch. Right elbow, left knee, right leg extends. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, go long and wide, legs straight. Find a hover above the ground. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Release. Back of the head to the earth. Whew. Core disengages. Take a few breaths. Awesome work. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Rock and roll side to side. And let's cross our ankles here. Rock and roll up and down to gain enough momentum, planting the feet, planting the hands, jumping or stepping back to a plank, and then lower body down to mat. Good work, yogis. All right. Let's take a little Ekapada Dhanurasana, one-legged bow pose, or Peter Pan pose, as I like to call it. So we're gonna bend right leg at the knee, reach back with right hand, capture the inside of your ankle, extend left arm forward. And so this is a great place to be, right? We're getting a nice stretch in. Second option is to lift your left arm off the ground, keep your gaze down. Third option, kick your right leg back. And then fourth option, lift that left leg off the ground. So stay here. Whatever you choose, keep your gaze down. Kicking that right leg back, extending left arm, left toes back. Three, two, one, gently release. Whew. Switch. Left leg bends, right arm extends forward. So let's start with our same options. First one, we lift the chest, right arm off the ground, bicep with the ear, right? So even that's a big work. Go ahead and second, kick the leg back, right? Left leg back. So it's straightening left arm, and then last, lifting right leg up. Choose which variation you'd like. Try to squeeze that left knee in. Keep your gaze down, keep everything lifting up. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, stack both hands. Chin rests on top of the hands. Bend both legs at the knees and windshield wiper legs left and right. Removing any compression from the SI joint. Release the legs back to the earth. Lift yourself up, neutral tabletop, and exhale, push back to a child's pose. Just to lengthen the spine a little bit more. Feel the hips sinking down on the heels, the arms extending forward, forehead down to the mat. Inhale, rise up, neutral tabletop. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. All right, one more standing sequence before we bring it to the ground. Let's inhale, bring right leg up towards the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. And as you exhale, bring right knee to left elbow. Shift your weight forward, shoulders come over wrists. Inhale, right leg up and back, peel the hip open. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, up and back. Last one. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Hold here, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, up and back. Peel the hip open. Exhale. Right foot steps between the hands. Inhale to a warrior 2. Exhale. Gaze over the right middle finger. Right knee stacked over the ankle, tracking outward to the pinky toe. Active in the back leg. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay deep in your lunge. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm on top of the thigh or right hand inside a right thigh. You can bring the left arm over the head. You can bring left arm behind the back in a half bind. You can take your full bind, right arm underneath the leg. If you're in a bind, start to release. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten right leg, lift right arm to the sky. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your right arm forward, forward, forward. Right hand to the earth, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. And inhale, take a reverse warrior. Bend the right knee, right arm to the sky. Exhale, cartwheel, both hands down to the earth. Step it back, high plank. Take it through a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Last side, best side standing series, almost done. Inhale, sweep left leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, shift the weight forward. Inhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, right knee, left knee, right elbow, excuse me. Inhale, open the hip. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, we hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift it up, open the hip. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Finish strong, yogis. Whew. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Any variation, forearm to the thigh or hand inside the foot. Arm comes, top arm over the head, or we can half bind, right arm behind the back, or full bind, left arm underneath the leg. Okay, let's inhale, reverse warrior, or sorry, reverse triangle, straighten left leg, left arm to the sky. Exhale, Uttita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach forward, forward, forward. Left hand comes down, right arm up. Pause. Breath in, breath out. You can start to bend left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel, both hands down to the earth. Take your last vinyasa, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 froggy jumps to the front of your mat. So step your feet in about 3 to 4 inches. Grip the ground. Look between the hands, bend the knees. Hop the feet up, land back in the down dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Last one, we end to the front of the mat. Come to a seat. Whew, good job, yogis. All right, bottom of the feet come together, knees open wide. Sit up nice and tall, inhale. Hinge forward at the hips, exhale. Baddha Konasana. A little extra sensation, you can push your heels towards each other. Let your heart rate come down. Let the energy of the moment come down. Inhale, start to lift the heart up. Grab your strap. Make sure it's nearby. Bring your knees in together with the help of the hands. Extend both arms forward and then roll down on your back here. Grab your strap. Extend left leg forward, nice and long, and then draw right knee in towards the chest. Loop the strap around the ball of your right foot. And then extend the right leg upward towards the ceiling. Flex the foot, draw your shoulders back. Slight tuck of the chin down. We'll take 3 rounds of breath here. Bring the strap into your right hand. Open the right leg outward towards the side. See if you can keep your left foot flexed. A little bend in the knee can help. A little bend in the knee can help. Not too extravagant. Push out through your heel, 3 breaths. Inhale to center. Bring the strap into your left hand. And you can turn your foot inward. So your big toe is facing down and your pinky toe is facing up. Try to straighten the leg as much as you can. Bring your right hand to your hip. And then let the right leg cross over the midline of your body without the back of the hip lifting off the ground. So your right hand is going to push your right hip down and forward. And then your left hand is going to pull your right foot towards your left armpit. And we breathe here. Inhale, bring it back to center. Bend your knee, remove the strap. A few circles, one direction and the other. And then extend the right leg straight. Inhale, left knee in towards the chest. Loop up the ball of the left foot. This will help to keep your foot flexed back, your toes back towards you and pushing upward through the heel.
Relax your shoulders. Walk your hands up on the strap as much as possible, and then push upward on the heel. 3 more breaths. Bring your strap into your left hand. Open the leg outward towards the left side. And again, a little bend in the knee can help bring the knee upward towards the armpit, but keep it small. You don't want to lose the stretch of the inner thigh. Good, one more breath. Inhale, draw the leg back to center. And internally rotate the foot so that the big toe is facing your face and the pinky toe is facing upward towards the ceiling. Take the strap into your right hand. Straighten left leg as much as possible. Left hand comes to your hip crease. You can push your left hip down and forward as you draw your left leg across the midline of your body. The back of the hip is grounding down towards the earth, and this should create a nice sensation on the outside of left leg. Stay for 3 more breaths. Inhale, lift it back up to center. Exhale, bend left knee, remove your strap. Move it out of the way, take a few circles in left leg. And extend left leg forward. Draw both knees in towards your chest. Massage the lower back. Place both feet on the ground for just a moment. Push into the feet and scoot your hips to the left. Now draw your knees back to your chest and let your knees drop to your right side. Arms to a capital T. Keep both shoulders on the ground, especially that left shoulder, as best as you can. And you can bring your right hand to your knees or the outside of the legs. And you can gaze to the left if you'd like. Inhale, both knees to center. Plant the feet to the earth. Push into the feet. Bring both hips all the way to the right side of your mat. Pull the knees into the chest. And then twist the knees to left side. Right arm, or both arms come out to a capital T to start. And we want that right shoulder on the earth. You can bring the left hand to the outside of left leg. And you can also gaze to your right side. I want you to take a few moments and return to your breathing, that 3-part breath. And draw yourself back to the here and now. On your inhale, bring both knees back to center. Exhale, both feet to the earth. Slide hips back to center. Bring the knees to the chest. Grab the outside edges of the feet. Find your way to happy baby. Tailbone down towards the earth. Feet up towards the sky. And if it feels okay, you can sway side to side. You can kick your legs out. And ultimately find stillness in the posture. So the stillness in the posture is what brings us back home. It brings us back to the here and now, to the breath, to what's happening inside the body, to where we feel this in the body, where we're embodying our yoga practice. What it feels like to be in this space, this space of complete and utter balance where nothing is right and nothing is wrong. Where everything just is what it is. Slowly allow the heels to come back towards your glutes. Release the grip of the feet. Bring your knees back together and feet back to the earth. Heel toe the feet outward to the outside edges of the mat. Knees knocked together, and gently sway the knees side to side. And then hug the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around the legs. And for a moment, be here. Begin to extend the legs forward, coming into your final resting posture, your Shavasana. And together we're going to take one more full breath in, inhaling into the heart, the rib cage, and the belly. And I want you to hold here at the top of the lungs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big sigh out. Let it go. Let yourself go. Shavasana. begin to breathe a little deeper. Move your head left and right. And reach the arms up and over, fully stretching the body here. Draw your knees towards your chest and turn the body to one side, resting your head on your bicep. Bring your top hand to the ground below and for a moment connect to the energy of the earth. Connect to the energy of each other. And connect to the energy of your divine self. And with that free hand, gently, slowly, push yourself up to a seat. Maintaining the eyes closed, bring the hands to the heart. Ending this class with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. And you can join me if you'd like. First, a full round of breath in together through the nose and out through the mouth. And we inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, bow the head down, and it's with all of my love and all of my grace and all of my gratitude that I bow to you. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. Such a pleasure to be here on this Saturday morning. If anything comes up, please feel free to reach out. Recording will be available up on the website in a few hours. It takes a little bit to upload. Stay tuned for classes next week. Schedule is posted up on our Facebook. So make sure to go give it a little love if you haven't already. And thank you for being here. Thank you for signing up for the membership. We couldn't do this without you. I will see you all on your mat Monday, 3 p.m. Hawaii time, 6 p.m. Denver, 5 p.m. Cali, I think 8 p.m. Miami. Other than that, I will see you soon. Thank you. Namaste.